Today's super immunity soup is black bean soup. Does this look yummy? Okay, so we're going to dish up a bowl of the soup and put a few diced red peppers on it and a little bit of cilantro. I just have to taste it. There just is nothing like this. I bet you it is so good. Oh my goodness, that is awesome. So yummy black bean soup, and we'd have that with a salad. And these days I just love, this is a winter salad with chopped red cabbage, organic, and tomatoes, a little bit of lime juice on it, a little bit of fresh dill weed, and a few drops of virgin olive oil, and a little tiny bit of hot sauce. That's a great salad. So salad and black bean soup, a great meal as a protective meal in the wintertime. So let's talk about how we made this black bean soup. We started out with about 3 or 4 quarts of water in a 6-quart saucepan, and I added the basics of super immunity soup, which you're going to hear about from me over and over. But you should always have these around your house in the wintertime if you live in a northern climate and need a little bit of cooked soup in the wintertime to help keep your immune system up. We start out with fresh ginger root. And they say ginger root looks like a man or a woman. It is shaped like a person a lot of times in a longer root, and it has really tremendous effect on the hormonal systems of the body. So we start out with a couple of nice big chunks of ginger root, and those go into the soup. There's many other ways we use ginger as well. I like to leave it in big pieces so I can pull it out, and that way somebody doesn't have to bite on it and find it hot in there. Elephant garlic. Garlic has allicin in it, which is very similar to penicillin. Helps fight bacteria and viruses. So I like elephant garlic because it's bigger. Here's a couple of big cloves of garlic. So we take 2 or 3 or 4 of these, peel them first, chop them up, and throw them into the pot of water. 1 whole onion, take your pick, any kind, red, purple. Dice it up and add it to the water that's simmering, and we're making this yummy broth. Then to that broth we also add a nice heaping teaspoon, and this is a regular teaspoon you would use out of your drawer as opposed to a measuring teaspoon. A nice big heaping teaspoon of curry powder. And curry powder is a great Indian spice blend that has great protective effects on the body. Cumin. Another thing that gives it a nice hearty flavor, and I would put a good teaspoon of that in, maybe not quite as much as the curry. Couple of big heaping tablespoons of oregano, and I buy this bulk. I get it in a big bag, but you can buy it in bulk at your natural food store or natural food supplier as opposed to buying those little teeny jars at the grocery store that would be gone in a week. So a couple of big heaping tablespoons of oregano goes in there. And then I have some wonderful, lovely green chili powder and red chili powder. And I might take a ½ teaspoon of each of those and add it. And we live in the Southwest. We love chilies. You want to put it according to your family's taste, but chilies are a very protective food as well. So vitamin C and other kinds of elements that help the body activate its circulation and protective qualities. So also some nice ground whole chili. I love it. Add a little more. And then to this, we let this broth simmer for a little while, and today I added canned black beans. 2 big cans like this. Let them cook together. Very often, though, I soak the dry black beans, soak them 24 hours to actually begin the sprouting process, and then simmer them for about 12 hours. So it's a very long, slow cooking process. Then I took some of this the broth with the beans in it and blended it in the blender, about 1 blender full, and that made a nice creamy broth around the rest of the black beans. Then we are going to throw in some fresh chopped cilantro, and we're done with cooking at this point. We're at the end of the cooking, and some fresh diced red peppers. So there's some whole fresh veggies in there. They're just going to get warmed up by the broth, and there is our black bean soup. We'll add a little more to our bowl, and yum yum.